So I had never heard of Madison Ryann Ward, and she was a feature on Jason Nelson's new record entitled "You Belong." She sang a song called "Made New." If you don't have Pastor Jason's new record, do yourself a favor, go check it out. I feel like it's one of his best records, if not the best to date.
I agree.
And she came and she sang a feature on this record. And when we were rehearsing, I mean, everybody was talking about it. Like, man, Madison, she's next level, crazy. I had never heard of this girl, Jay. And I consider myself to be kind of like lucid as far as like, knowing my music and stuff and what's going on in the world, but I had never heard of her, right? So she comes and I finally get a chance to hear her. And I mean, from the time that she started singing, I was just like, yo, she is incredible.
You saw what the hype was about.
Oh, man, I definitely saw what the hype was about, like, real quick. She was incredible. And then when I got the chance to meet her, her personality and just, her spirit was just, it was even more incredible, and that's always a plus when you can meet somebody who, whose gift is at a certain level, but, it's also pleasant to encounter them as a human being, as a person, So from that point on, man, like we did the record and this last Pastor Jason Nelson record is a little different than the past ones because I'm not really playing a lot of drums. I'm really playing like, triggers. And to me, it's more so about, the feel. Patterns, like that whole type of thing. I wanted to make it feel like you couldn't really tell the difference between a track and the drums.
Right.
I wanted to make it feel like that. And that was my approach. And I feel like that was the approach that Dana was looking for as well. And just so happened, when I was introduced to Madison, I went back and started listening to her music. And funny enough, the way I approached Jason's music that night was almost like that's how Madison's music should be approached. Without me even hearing or knowing, her who she was, I guess it was just something that resonated, with her. So shout out to my man, Morgan Turner. She had reached out to Morgan because she was going on tour. Jason's recording was in August of 2023, was it? And I think maybe like October 2023, Morgan had called me because he had got a call to MD the situation. And Morgan had put a call in to me because evidently they had requested and said, how about the guy that, played on the recording? And man, we did a Zoom call at the time because I think at that time we were kind of still coming over COVID, getting over COVID.
Yeah.
We did a Zoom call at the time, man, and I met with her and her team, and they were very hospitable, very gracious. And Madison jokes with me. She said it the other day, but everything happens for a reason. When we got off the call, I said to her, well, it'll finally be good to meet y'all in person. And she said, even though you made a mistake, it felt like it was meant to be said, So when I said it, man, like, I guess that's what made her feel like, okay, yeah, this is the person like that I want to have on the team. And man, those are good folks, man. We've had nothing but good times traveling the world. And man, let me tell you something. The fan base that she has, I never knew, Jay. It's like crazy. Like, we go to places and we go to cities, people are lined up 2 and 3 hours early, just waiting outside, lines wrapped around the venue. I mean, because she's just an incredible person, man. She's an incredible spirit. And I feel blessed to even be able to get the opportunity to travel with her. And funny enough, man, Ethan was the one that really pushed me to, go and do it. Because I was on the fence. I was like, man, I just got a call to do this. He said, man, you need to go do it. Go.
Wow.
He said, you need to go do it. So yeah, man, it's been a blessing. It's been an experience that I'm definitely grateful for.
So where was the last tour? Where did you guys go for the last tour?
The last tour we did Columbus. We did some stuff, Columbus, Detroit, and then we did a string of shows in Canada. one of which was the Montreal Jazz Fest, which was
Wow.
really nice. Um, and it's always good to experience because some of these venues that we go to aren't really, that none of them are churches.
Right.
They're venues where you have a plethora of different music that's played, especially at the Montreal Jazz Fest. I mean, it's a jazz fest. You have so many people that come, and the message that Madison carries is such a message of that's uplifting and upbuilding and encouraging, and it's really like soul music, man. So to see the people in the venues that are opening up to her message when it's not really a popular thing to do all the time.
Hmm.
It's definitely a blessing, man. And she's blessed to be able to get some of the calls that she gets. And I'm glad that she's one that seems to be, chosen for this time to really carry that message.